Hello guys and welcome to the next episode of my HTML course, and in this episode we're gonna go and discuss about images in a more advanced way, and also we are going to discuss about favicons. Now favicon means the image that is going to be displayed right over here next to your title. So we are also going to create one of them. Alright, anyways, first of all, we have already gone over the image element. So image src source, let's get the image from the images folder and use Homer Simpson. Alright, then we can use the height attribute to set it to, let's say, 200, and the image will keep its shape. There we go. And that's a regular image. Then we should also add an alternative text of Homer Simpson. Alright, there we go. Then we can add a link image. So https://google.com, target is going to be underline blank, and there will be image source images Homer Simpson with the same attributes inside, like that. And I'm gonna add a break tag over here, a couple in fact. Alright, so this one is just an image. This one is a link that will take us to Google. So that's what we learned in the previous episode. I gotta cut this line over here. There we go. Alright, and I'm gonna move the code a little bit. Okay, so that's the image, that's a linked image, and wait, there's an error. I should fix it by putting this inside of here. Okay, now it works again. So yeah, that's the way to make the link image, and then we are going to create another image, and that is going to have a special feature. So first of all, let's type paragraph, and inside of this, image and source, and the source will be images, and let's use this photo this time. And there we go. Alternative text will be computer, coffee, and we also got a phone. There we go. And the height will be 200. Okay. And inside of here, I'm gonna type the right floating image, and I'm gonna readjust my code a little bit so it's easier to read. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna also go here, take the body element, add some margin to the bottom, 1000 pixels, so I can scroll down. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys the float property. Let's go to the image. Let's add a style attribute. I'm gonna put those on a new line. And the style attribute is going to be float right. So now the image is going to be on the right side and the text is going to be next to it. Now we can also do this in a different way. Let's make a paragraph, image, the style is going to be float left. Source is gonna be the same. Photo. Alternative text is going to be the same. And then the width is going to be 200. Alright. And let's say that this is the left floating image. And I'm gonna add a couple of break tags over here. Alright, well that doesn't... I'm gonna copy this actually. There we go. Alright, so there we go. That's the left floating image and the text is right next to it. So this is a new feature. We can also add a class or an ID to the image and use the CSS file to do that. But yeah, this time I used inline CSS. Okay, then we also have the image map. I also have shown that before, so basically it works in a way that you are going to create a map that has a name. Let's say hashtag example, and inside we are going to be making some areas. So area shape is going to be a rectangle. The coordinates are going to be the same we used previously. There we go. Okay. And alternative text is gonna be computer. And href is computer, actually extra HTML, computer HTML. There we go. And I gotta add the image here, image source, images, and workplace. Alright, and alternative text will be workplace this time, and height will be 200. So, yep, I'm gonna add some break tags once again. And here we go. So, by the way, I gotta use the use map over here as well. So, use map hashtag example, and this is gonna be only example. There we go. Okay, so right now we got an image and we can click on the computer. So basically we got coordinates at 34 and 44 and 270 and 350. So that's gonna give us a square and we can click on the image. Now I added the break tags, so they are going to mess up the coordinates a little bit, but that doesn't really matter because this is a recap. So yeah, that's how to make the image mapping. We could also use the coordinates to get the other items like the phone or the computer. And I'm also going to comment out here the possible different types of image shapes. So the shape can be a rectangle, circle, polygonal region, or the entire image, which is the default. Okay, there we go. Let's scroll up. This is the one that we are on right now. Alright, and then I am gonna go on to the next one, and that's gonna be about background images. So yeah, I'm gonna discuss the background images more in detail in my CSS course, but for now I'm gonna show it here as well. So I'm gonna do a paragraph, and the style is going to be background image, then add URL, and it's going to be images slash workplace. For example, it doesn't matter really. Okay, and then when we do it this way, the image is only gonna appear when we start to write some text. So there we go. I'm gonna create some sample text. You can type in lorem and press tab. There we go. More of the image is visible. Or I can just go and do this in a different type of way. I can also use the image source, images and workplace. Alternative text is going to be workplace, and the width 200, and the width is always in pixels. Okay, I'm gonna add the style attribute over here, and that is going to be having a few different elements, I mean properties. So for example, we can add a background image first of all. Actually, yeah, background image. Actually, I should do this on the body. So here, a background image colon. Let's take the same URL, images slash background. No, workplace.jpg. There we go, and I'm gonna remove this. Alright. Wait a moment. Images, workplace, JPEG. Oh yeah, the quotes. There we go. Except it's not loading in for some reason. Let's remove the margin. Okay, this is weird. I guess I'm gonna be... let me check it out. I'm gonna try to use a different image from a different lesson. So background image, URL is going to be images slash background dash photo dot webp. Okay, it's not loading in for some reason. What is going on? I do have it, the style linked. This is weird. Okay. I have one more thing I can try. I can put it inside of the head section with a style element. Let's use the body, and let's take the background image, and that's going to be URL, and we gotta go to images and background photo. Okay, now it loaded. I don't know why it did not load from the CSS file. Anyways, here we go, we got this photo, but it's gigantic. So we will have to use some other properties as well. So background repeat will make it to not repeat itself. Background attachment will make it attachment fixed will make it to stay in put when you're scrolling, and background size cover is going to make it so that it will cover the entire page. So it looks a lot better now. It's not only covering this small part, but it's adjusted to the window. There's one more thing. I want to set the background position to be center. So there we go. Now the image is centered, and the image will not repeat itself if it's too small. My image is a little bit too big, but if the image was small, for example, if I deleted these and put the images slash Homer Simpson here, you can see what happens. It will start repeating itself. I'm gonna make margin bottom to 1000 pixels, and this happens. So that's why we use background repeat, no repeat. There we go. Now there's only one single Homer. Then background attachment fixed. Now Homer will stay in place even though I scroll. And then you can say background size cover. Now it will cover the entire page. And background position center will make the image centered. So there we go, it will adjust to the screen size and so on. So yeah. Alright, and then let's go to the new stuff in this course right now. So let's go over here, and I'm gonna go on and create a new type of element that's gonna be called a picture element. So picture. Now the picture element allows you to display different pictures for different devices and screen sizes. So the picture element is going to be needing a source and the media attribute. The media attribute will be you can set a maximum or minimum width. I'm gonna set the min width to be let's say 400 pixels. Alright, and the SRC is going to be this time SRC set. We gotta use that. Then images slash Homer dash Simpson dot abif. And it's not working. Why are my images not working? This is really weird. Well, alright, I got myself a couple more images and I'm gonna try to use those. So the source set is going to be images slash image underscore food dot jpeg. Alright, and then let's make another one. The minimum width for this is going to be, let's say, 300 pixels. And the source set images, and this time it's going to be the other one, image car, img car.jpg, and then let's add an image source equals Homer Simpson.avif. There we go. And alternative text, Homer, food, and car. There we go. Alright, so what's the difference? Right now, let's say the minimum width of this one is going to be 650 pixels. Alright, now it's visible. Then let's set this one to be 550. So we will first show this image, then when we shrink, this one is not loading in, image underscore car.jpg. This is kind of weird. Oh, okay, I'm missing a colon. Okay, now I can demonstrate. Okay, there we go. So, there's this image. So whenever the minimum width is 650 pixels or more, this image will be shown. If it's less, then this image will be shown, and then if it's even less, then Homer will be shown. I can make that 450 pixels, and the change is here. You can see that we have 3 images right over here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can also set a maximum width. Also, always remember to use an image element, because if your browser doesn't support the picture element or the source element, or none of the source elements match or are not findable, it will at least show the last picture, and if not even that one is findable, then it will show the alternative text. Alright, so the two main purposes for this is bandwidth. If you have a small screen or a device, you don't have to load a large image file, so we could have different background images that are the same but in a smaller size. So for a phone, you could be using a smaller picture, for example, on mobile devices. And the other thing is that some browsers may not support all the image formats. So the picture element allows you to add images of all formats, and the browser uses the first format it recognizes and ignores the rest of the following elements. For example, well, we set the minimum width to be these, so these will be shown always. But if this wasn't here, then that's going to be shown at that point, but Homer is not going to be shown anywhere. So yeah, that's basically what the source attribute does and what it is for. So yeah, you can use multiple images and the first match will be shown. Alright, and then let's move on to the favicon. So let's make a little picture right over here. Now I'm gonna look for a small photo. Alright, I'm going to be using the Google logo, and let's go ahead and put the favicon inside. So we're gonna go and use the link element in our head section, and let's do link. This time the relation is going to be an icon, and the type is going to be an image slash X icon, and then we need the href or the location, that's images, and this one. Alright, and then I'm going to open this in Google Chrome, and you can see, there we go, we got a picture for this right next to the title. So that's how to insert a favicon or a title picture. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Sorry for messing around with the pictures a little bit. So there was some recap and some new stuff, and also the favicon, which is probably the most important thing, or one of the most important things to learn. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Happy learning, everybody, and have a wonderful day.